Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. And anytime the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Boston College Eagles offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boston College right back to the line. Back to the ground with the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Robinson looking to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's Marks. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So TCU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. And I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
When on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Touchdown, TCU! They grab the early lead.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They run the reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boston College wants to play fast. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard, it's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Boston College, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes his connection. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Quarterback checking off. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. The quick out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
The give to the tailback. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. Second brings up second down.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
7, Boston College 3.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Got his man. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They want to just keep throwing it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. Hits the spin cycle.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub.
Touchdown, TCU! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Mississippi State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jones. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He's there to make the stop.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll try the left side. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Using the quick game. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Coming after it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. Tackle was made after the first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Off play action. Dances away to buy time. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
They'll start this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Boston College! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? Inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
That is an unbelievable play by the offense. Not only do you convert third down, not only do you convert third and long, but you get an explosive play that now sets you up on the opponent's goal line, first and goal.
Touchdown, TCU! And the stomping has commenced.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Looking to move it through the air. Completes it in the middle. At midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And off to Jones. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Hand off from the gun. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That makes the score. TCU 35, Boston College 13.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The run to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's got it down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
2nd down coming up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
All right, man, I'm going to find that horseshoe somewhere. The offense now 4 for 4 on 4th downs. Are you kidding me? This luck will run out. I will find that horseshoe. Defense, just stay positive, keep aggressive, keep attacking.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Play number 9 on this drive. Buys a little extra time. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the punishment has been extended.
And the offense punches in it again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out. And
he's running in the open. He's at the 30, the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. FIU is lighting up the scoreboard right now, thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Lets it fly. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Boston College. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with it. No, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. Here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
37-yard line. Now, fourth down.
Ready, set.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
TCU, 42. Boston College, 28.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Thompson. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answer.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost there.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Got the quick pass. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, look out! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. Robinson will throw. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds the big tight end. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's a first down for your team.
He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On second down, looking again to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very low. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit calmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. It's complete on the right side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Snags it! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the upright. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
By the receiver. Gain of 35 on the play.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that were being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.